Fear no.
May? Hi, it's Marah Lewis.
Hi, Marah.
Is Tony there?
Not yet, but I expect him soon.
Oh, I've been trying to reach him for 3 days. Will you please have him call me as soon as he gets this message on my cell phone? Thanks. Bye.
You promised me that you cut off all contact with Tony. Do you want me to tell your father what's going on?
Olivia, I cannot for the life of me figure this thing out. I think I just erased my entire schedule for the next 3 months. Is there something going on here?
No, not at all. Marah and I were just discussing how nice it's been since she and Shane came to visit, and that Reva should go away more often, right, Marah?
Oh, that's it. I've had enough. I am not letting you control me anymore. I think it's about time somebody told the truth around here. I am through with you ordering me around.
I'm sure your father doesn't want to hear
I'm sure he does.
Okay, time out. Time out. I haven't got any idea of what you two are talking about.
Blackmailing me, Dad.
What?
Blackmail is a huge exaggeration. I was just trying to get...
Just a second, all right? What exactly do you mean by that?
A few weeks ago, Olivia found me and Tony at the lighthouse. And instead of telling you...
A few weeks ago. Now, this was after I forbade you to see Tony. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So you disobeyed me then, and you've been lying to me about it ever since?
And Olivia's been helping me because she's been getting something out of it. If I am nice to her, then she won't tell you about me and Tony. But if I cause trouble...
Oh, wait a minute. That is a complete distortion. I told you that if you behaved in a civil and responsible manner and severed all contact with Tony, then I wouldn't tell you.
So you've been lying to me, too?
Josh, when I found the two of them, I was very torn.
What was there to be torn about? You know how I felt about the situation.
See, I told you couldn't trust her.
As opposed to you, who I can trust? You've been lying to me now for several weeks. That's what you just said, isn't it?
So has she. But of course you're taking her side again,
I'm not taking anybody's sides, Marah. If anything, I'm angry at both of you right now.
But I'm going to be the one that gets punished, right?
No.
Well, in case you've forgotten,
Marah.
I am almost 18, Dad, and when I am, I'm going to see whoever I want, and I am going to see Tony, and you can't do anything about it.
Marah, don't walk out of here. Marah!
I'll go after her. You guys obviously have things to discuss.
Obviously. Full disclosure, you weren't going to keep things from me anymore.
Once. I kept something from you once.
Something very important, Olivia. Something concerning my daughter's safety, and you promised you wouldn't do that anymore. You promised that any decisions concerning Marah and Shane would be left to me and Reva. Isn't that right?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Or is Marah the only person who gets her day in court?
You don't think I have a right to be angry?
Can I explain? When I found Marah with Tony, I felt I had two choices. One was to tell you...
One choice was to tell me right away.
Okay, all right. What would have happened if I had done that, Josh? What always happens? You get upset, you yell at Marah, she yells back at you, and then Reva joins in on the act, and then before you know it, she's yelling. Everyone's yelling. You probably ground Marah. She would complain and pout for days. You brood. Reva would throw her usual tantrums, and in the end, nothing would change.
So let me get this straight now. You didn't tell me because you didn't want Reva to get involved.
I didn't tell you because instead of more havoc and negativity around here, I was really hoping for a positive change in Marah's behavior. And then maybe, just maybe, we could find some peace. And you have to admit, it has been better the past few weeks. I mean, Marah's actually been a pleasure to have around.
That's because you've been holding a gun to her head.
No, wait a minute. You didn't want her to see Tony Santos, right? Frank was here saying how dangerous it is that she could be kidnapped or worse. So yes, I put her little feet to the fire, and not only did I get her to stop and think about her actions, but I may have saved her life. You want to tell me that that's wrong?
Yes! It wasn't your call to make. And because of you, I didn't know anything about... We've already had this discussion before, haven't we? About your desire to handle every situation, about your belief that your way is always the right way.
You know what? Maybe if you had handled it right yourself, I wouldn't have had to.
Excuse me! Marah is my daughter.
And the way you are
daughter.
dealing with her doesn't work, Josh. It hasn't been working. She acts out, you lay down some more rules, and she rebels even more. And in case you haven't noticed, I bear the brunt of that rebellion. I get the sarcastic comebacks, and I get the nasty looks. And you know something, I'm just sick of it. It hurts. You have an obligation to me, too, in case you aren't aware of that. You have to protect me, too, and that's something you haven't been doing. So, yeah, I stepped in, and I took matters into my own hands because I knew that if I didn't, our marriage would be in serious trouble.
I have news for you. Unless you can learn to trust me, our marriage is already in serious trouble.
So what do we do now?
I don't know. Do you know I've always been completely honest with you?
Yeah, Josh, you have. You've made it perfectly clear that your children always come first.
Not always. When it's an emergency or a crisis
When
situation,
isn't there an
then they
emergency
come
or
first.
crisis, Josh? Really, when isn't there? Do you know that I feel like a complete afterthought to you? When you're finished dealing with Shane and Marah and even Riva's various dramas, you come home to me. And it's like you look at me and go, oh, yeah, there's Olivia. I should pay her some attention, too.
You knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
This is funny. This hurts. It hurts like hell.
When you question my love for you, when you question my ability to handle a situation, that hurts like hell.
Well, you better get it. It could be another crisis.
Hello.
Josh, it's Noah. I'm calling from San Cristobal.
You know something, Noah? I have a lot going on right now.
Look, Josh, it's important. It's about Riva.
What about Riva?
The doctors have started Riva on medication to dissolve the blood clot, but, well, the way it stands right now, she can't see.
She's blind.
Just temporarily, we hope. Josh? Josh, you there?
Yes. Hold on. Riva's,
I heard